Hi Stampers, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So today, it's kind of a weird day because I try to schedule my classes. So like I'm doing a class, filming a class, and prepping a class, kind of one each week. And I do about 3 a month, sometimes 2 to give myself a little bit of grace when things go wrong. So in December, I had 2 classes because my Try It class was coming up, and that's a big one because we do 10 cards and there's lots of paper, lots of ribbon, lots of embellishment. But then I got sick and I was down for almost 3 weeks in December. So my December classes didn't go out. So I'm still working on those. And the idea had been for me and my husband to cut all the Try It paper while watching Christmas movies by the tree. That didn't happen. And I did place one of the orders. Well, my fever was like 104, so it was kind of delirious. And then when I got my stuff out, I'm like, well, I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I got way too many of that. So it is what it is. And so this week I'm doing the 2 December kit classes and my Try It class all in one, and trying to get some videos up on YouTube for you to watch as well. So what I'm going to show you now, I filmed all of you that are in the Try It class, when you see your Dandy Garden card, when I filmed that, I only had 1 package of the paper because I neglected to order a 2nd pack. So when I punched out your Dragonflies, the paper had already been kind of cut up, and so I couldn't really show you the good way to do it. So now I have full pieces again, and so I can show you. So for everybody, you're going to get to see a little sneak peek of my Try It class. They're my favorite classes of the year. I do it 3 times. This one's a big one because we have lots of papers in the Sale-a-bration catalog. So it uses all of the papers. It's a new things based class. It doesn't use stamps. So you use the sentiments that you have at home and just put them on. So I'm going to do the cards super fast because I don't show if you don't do my classes, you miss a lot of fun cards because I do a lot of fun cards. So they're doing 10. They get a template because a lot of these are pop-ups in some version. So they get a PDF template that they can then use and remake the cards in the future. So I'll just show you real quick. Like here's this one that they're going to do. That's the one that I'm redoing. Here's this one. This is one of the ones that I forgot to order stuff for. Here's this one. This one's got a fun belly band. There's this one. This fun dad one. The beach one. Whoops. And then the celebration paper ones. So those are the cards. So when I'm prepping, right now, I still have my robe on because I'm cutting again this morning. I get bored doing one thing. So I'm listening to some podcasts and I'm cutting. But then I thought, I should, because it was a hot mess because these had already been cut up on the first one I did. And I made it look very difficult. It's not difficult. So I got some more bees to cut out. Like I said, I'm kind of squirrelish. So I do a little bit of one. So if you want to cut these out, anybody, you don't have to be in the Try It class. Here's the Dragonfly punch, and it does punch these out. And here's the way to do it, not the way I did it on the video because I make it look super hard because I had already cut it out, and it makes it difficult. So what you want to do is kind of cut long strips because the punch will do the big ones and these medium-sized ones. It doesn't do the little ones. And in the class, they're getting all 3 sizes. They're going to get a few of the little ones and one of the big and one of the mediums. So I kind of just went down through the big ones. And when you do it like this, it's super fast. So if you have this paper and you have the punch, my recommendation would be to take at least 1 sheet of the paper because you get 4. It's a 6x6 pack. And then take one of our little embellishment things because that's how I will, there's the ladybugs that I'm dividing embellishment packs now. I will just start sticking them all, or I guess because the Dragonflies are a little big, you might need one of the little envelopes. Like I will put stuff in these. So just punch them all out, a sheet, and then put them in here. Mine are just going to go straight into baggies for everybody in the class. Now I know this is going to cause some of you to ask if I have spots available. One, I keep a few packs of available because girls who are on my team, This is one of the, they get all of my video classes free. That's a perk for being on my team. So if you sign up during celebration, which is January and February, there's other perks, which I will list in my email. I'm trying to cut and talk at the same time. It doesn't really matter. There's tons of these little dragonflies. So if I hack one of their wings off, it doesn't matter. But the Try It class is, I do it 3 times a year with all of the releases of the new catalogs. The Try It class is one that my new girls, for your first year, you get the packet of supplies as well. And then for everybody else, if you join on the Zoom night when we do them together, then they get the packet as well. So I keep a few aside for anybody who signs up with me in January or February. And then I have a few people who have emailed me and said that they're going to sign up and they have not yet paid. So I'm going to send emails out today and say, pay or you're losing your spot, because I can't just hold those because I don't want extra packets. And then I think I still have, it's because I have to buy so much paper and so many embellishments and so many yards of ribbon for this. So it's kind of a balance game. I think I have maybe 3 uncalled for packets, except for the ones I've set aside. So when it's full, there will no longer be a registration link on my page, on my website registration page. So you'll know if it's disappeared, it's full. So if you're interested and the link's still there, you can sign up. And then there is just a video only portion that you can just pay to watch all 10 videos. So now you can see, because I've done these long, which is not what I had done in my video before, because I cut these all up and it makes it kind of hard to get them in there. Leave the long strips and do your big ones, because this is the second group of paper and I had cut them all up the other way. And I told them in the video I considered making them just cut them out and not using the punched ones, because I was driving myself crazy. It was before it was all the way well and I wasn't thinking. So now you see you have the big ones out of this. Then you just check to make sure if there's any medium ones on this strip, and there's not. So then I just kind of, some of these will be hacked, and then I'm just making a stack of little ones, and I'll just divide those up in their packets. If they've lost most of their wings, I don't put them over there. So here's some, you can see this one has mediums. So I'm gonna get this large one out first, but try to keep my paper long. So this will keep this long, because then it just gives you something to hold on to, and then stick your little guy in there. Or I guess it's the medium guy. I'm trying to do it so you can see, and I can't quite see. There we go. And this one here, I think you get 6 large dragonflies with each sheet, so it's 24. Math's never my strong suit, partly just because I don't like it. I've worked at jobs where it had to be my strong suit. I really didn't like those jobs. But when I was doing calculations and I didn't feel well, then that was part of my problem. And because my advertising when you're sick doesn't go great. So that you can see, if you just keep them in these long strips. Let's do this one, because this one has 2, and you can see there's a medium one there. But keeping them long is so much easier. I had gone through before and cut them out, and then you're trying to stick just one in here, and it's really hard. That's how I do it in the video, in their class video. And it makes it look like nobody, why in the world would anybody ever want to do that? Because I'm sure if they watch just that, they'll think, no thanks, I'll just cut them out. But if you give yourself this piece of paper here as a little thing to hold on to, it's super easy. So we've got those 2 big ones, and we still have some paper that's here. So now when we get our medium one in there, we still have something here to hold on to. So it's a super easy way if you get the Dandy Garden Suite, or you just get the punch in the paper. And the nice thing about this is if you like it, but you don't want the stamp set, although if you get the bundle, it's not very expensive, but you don't have to commit to this. You can just get this in the paper, and you don't even really need the stamps, but it's a fun stamp set. So there you go. That's what I have for you today. Just a little tip and a trick on using this. There isn't anything for the bees, so they're easy to cut out. I've just been going down in strips and cutting them. And if you are making a little baggie, then I would just put this. And then what I do with these when I'm using them personally is just take this little baggie, or if they would fit in here, I would put them in one of the little flat ones, and then you can stick them in your stamp case. And then when you open your stamp case, you're like, oh yeah, I already have some of those and they're ready to go. So everybody have a great day. If you're interested in the Try It class, I will put the link there. The videos won't fill. The cutoff date for those though is when I mail the packets out, which hopefully will be this weekend or the beginning of next week. But if you're interested in the class and the link's still there, that means there's still spots. Everybody have a great one. Bye.